Hello everybody, and thank you so much for tuning back in for another episode of the Soulver Weekly Forecast. We have such an interesting topic today. We're talking about astrological alignments and the Devil's Comet. What's happening up in the heavens? What is going on?
What the heavens?
Yes!
Well, there's going to be a huge month this month in April. And
if you can't feel it already.
If you can't feel it already.
Yes.
So we've got, let's count the things. So Mercury went into retrograde. We had a full solar eclipse, which just so happens to be taking place directly over a big hotspot in the US for earthquakes.
Wow.
Big, okay. That's the new Madrid fault line, if you want to look that up. It's in the Rocky Mountains. And we have also got the Devil Comet coming through. Now, I want to just bring up a few episodes ago when I was halfway through reading and went, I reckon there's going to be a comet coming in. At that stage, we didn't know about the Devil Comet.
No, yeah.
But then all of a sudden, in comes this comet. Now, he comes around every 71 years. Every time he comes in near Earth, it causes havoc people. So the last few times,
what happened?
The last one was the flood in China.
Yes, that's right. Yep.
Big flood in China. Then before that, the Krakatoa volcano went up when it came past. And then the one before that, the Civil War was actually happening in America, but there was lots of riots and lots of things and lots of unrest. So this comet lives up to its name.
It's stirring a lot of things up. What's happening? What's going to happen?
Well, I just felt really strongly that we were going to have earthquakes. If you guys remember, we were going to have a lot more earthquakes. I think this comet's going to shake up a lot of earthquakes.
Wow.
And I was just like devastated to see poor Taiwan has been hit by a 7.5 magnitude earthquake like literally hours ago.
Yeah, that was huge.
And there's a tsunami warning for Japan.
Yeah.
So let's see what other damage could be done by this planetary chaos.
I do remember you predicting Japan would be pretty, in the firing line.
Oh, poor Japan.
Yeah.
And look, really feeling for all these people. It's not about being right, by the way, guys.
No.
It's about being able to warn people ahead of time.
Absolutely.
If there's anything coming your way, obviously. Let's have a look and see if we can get a bit more information on this. Now, if it is going to be around the Comet's trail, it's actually going through Pisces, past Pisces into Aries. Now, Aries, if you know your star signs, that's the planet that really fires things up. It's he's the god of war. So we could actually see a lot more talk of this World War III stuff, nuclear stuff. I'm not too worried about that, to be honest.
Yeah.
But we could see a lot more talk about it, and we'll definitely see a lot more anger and a lot more debate going on. And it's so interesting, as always on this planet, everything seems to revolve around money. And of course, all wars are based around money and who's going to make most money out of them. But this is indicating to me the Eight of Pentacles, which is actually praise, promotion, and moving forward and past this stuff. So perhaps this comes in as a big clearing month. So everybody can actually finally get their act together and see what's important. And it's a very divisive energy, guys. So please, please, please try not to hurt anyone verbally, mentally, emotionally. Try and watch your words as they're coming through. I mean, that's all about enlightenment anyway. For spiritual people, we try and watch what we say. If there's nothing nice to say, maybe don't say anything. That's the better option there.
That's a good way of putting it. Yeah.
And also, like, get out of people's way that are driving you crazy. Just, put them out of the way, basically, out of your life. So let's look here. Now, the Hanged Man, the reason that this is happening, guys, is things became very stagnant on our planet where things weren't moving forward. And so we need a cataclysmic awakening. And that's basically what's coming through. Now, this energy, it was building up. We've been having our ups and downs, our peaks and troughs. Last month and the month before that was very much about the energy of relationships and seeing about relationships. Lots of people were splitting up. This is about communication and talking to people about things like, let's not get angry, let's talk it out, let's get communication actually happening if you possibly can.
Yes.
And do it with love. Okay. Wow. In all of this, the spiritual aspect, the Ace of Cups, your cup runneth over. I actually feel this is going to put our fellow man together. And what better way to do that than, cataclysms and
Bring them all together.
Things where people have to be rescued. And for a lot of you guys, I don't know if you guys actually know this, but I was in the emergency services for about 10 years roughly, and I do say that firsthand, when something goes wrong, you can see people actually coming together, the ones that are normally fighting. So it does actually bring people closer together. Now, I do feel in this case, this is Kate.
Yep.
Okay, so we've heard a lot of news about the royal family.
So much coming out with those guys.
Yeah,
heaps.
I think we're going to hear news about someone passing.
Wow.
I really do. And I'm not sure. I just said a name. But I'm not sure if it's, I hope it's not. I hope it's not. She's got young children and it's sad. But I do feel that there will be some big news coming out about the royals in all of this.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
There's also going to be big news about women and women in general, in the general public eye, how a lot of the male leaders are going to be choosing women as their cohorts in their leadership situation. There's going to be like a lot of more balance of masculine and feminine going on in general government. And you will see that there's going to be a lot of shifts and changes coming in around how women are thought of as in general as being problem solvers, okay? Because we are.
Yes, absolutely.
Right. Oh my goodness, in the home environment, you guys, please stay safe.
Yeah.
Please, please, please. This is a warning where we all have to take heed. If it is not in your area, just watching the news could be enough to set you into a bit of a spiral, okay? So we don't want people going into this spiral of nervousness and anxiety, thinking that the world's coming to an end. It's not.
Panic buying.
Yeah, do not do that. Just sit back, because it's all going to pass by the end of June. Things will be back on pretty much on the straight and narrow by the end of June. So between now and June, we are going to see some upsetting things, and I would say that it's mostly away from where we are here in Australia. There will be more floods here, there'll be more fires here, but predominantly I think the earthquakes and the volcanoes, they're going to be the big things that you'll see on the news. And there will be a volcano go up possibly around Bali that will cause a big disruption to travel in and around this part of the world as well. Through ash clouds and whatever. It's happened before and it will happen again.
Yeah.
We do have multiple aspects here of problems coming in. So it's not just one thing. You'll hear one country having an earthquake, another will be, volcanic eruptions, clouds and problems with that. Others, it'll be major storms. It's going to be this erratic energy around the world, and we're just going to be looking at it going, wow, what more can happen in this crazy world right now? But fear not, because it's all part and parcel of the final act, which is that things return to better than normal. This is a big shake-up for a lot of people, including our governments and people that need to get their act together. This is all about the harvest time on Earth. This is about moving through that time where the people that are no longer meant to be on the planet may not be on the planet, and that's the way that we have to look at it spiritually. If it is their time and that's what they've chosen to do, they will be in the right place at the right time. However, there's a very, very big portion of you guys out there that are needed for this next phase on our planet. And if your heart is open and your mind is true with all of this stuff, you're going to be just fine. You'll follow your own instincts and you'll know whether or not you need to get on that plane or stay put.
Yeah.
Okay?
Follow that intuition.
Absolutely,
Always.
100%. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it.
Yeah.
We will see a major male figure rise to the occasion
Every
and
single time.
get this sorted out. That happens all the time in our readings.
Help
every
is
time.
around. Thank you.
He's going to take the leading role, and that's when I think everything will change.
Wow. That was huge. Thank you so much, Alison. You did well there. That was awesome. Stay safe, guys, out there, and help your neighbours out. And thank you so much for watching this week's Soulver Weekly Forecast. Be sure to give us a thumbs up. Let us know that you like the videos. Comment down below. We also have a little notification bell you can hit, which lets you know that we have new videos every week. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next week. Bye now.